So, all the pieces we need for our retrofit. Note that to align these, you just line up the little scorch line. And you can start putting them together with all the M4 bolts. You could actually put some glue in the joint as well, but I have to take it apart a few times, so I won't. Feel free though. It couldn't hurt. The easiest way to put these in is just to let gravity help you and to hold in the nut, and then put in the bolt. Okay, this is going to take a while. Okay, I'm not putting in this bolt because it's going to be in the way of the stepper motor. Should actually redesign that still, but to attach the stepper motor mount, you have to make two of these. But as a good chef, I came prepared. Already have them. These are the idlers for the belt. So they're just... oh shit. Yeah. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like completed. One half. I didn't put in the one bolt above the stepper motor mount because it would be in the way. I'll redesign that. Now to attach the stepper motor mount, I need two of these. They're basically, they're basically one bearing with some washers. Big one, small one, bearing, small one, big one, small one. And then another bolt to keep everything tidy. Here we go. And the other one. Again, use glue, go nuts. That's probably not gonna hurt. And then I have a small M4 bolt to go in between inside this tiny hole. Voila. And then we can tighten some of the stuff. Don't over tighten it because it's MDF. You could easily just turn it to sponge. Meet up. There we go, that's one side. I'll just do the same on the other. Make sure you set them up as each other's mirror image with the tiny scorched holes pointing upwards. Again, just put in your bolt, drop in a nut and hold it from the other side, then screw it in or bolt it in, or whatever is the grammatically correct term for this. too. This would probably work just as well without so many bolts, but I'd have to try. Alright, 2 halves all set. Now let's turn our attention to the 3D printer, the frame itself. I'll just Alright, so first take the regular belt that was in here for the X-carriage and close it with 2 of the perforated pieces and some M4 bolts, long ones. I just closed them end to end, but I'm using a larger bearing at the end here, so yeah, your length may vary. But you want the same kind of tightness you had on the original X-carriage. Yeah, anyway, I don't need to take these off yet. Put them back on. But you definitely don't want it too tight, because you might bend the stepper motor shaft, and that's a big no-no. So, same tensioning system as before. Kinda like to put it on just like a bike chain and roll it over. There we go. I can tighten that back here. That's it. And when you pull it, you get this damp tone. Not quite like a tension string, but it's getting there. And that's what we're going for. Wow, yes. Now for an annoying piece. Just set this camera up so you can see some more. Okay. So we'll take the side that has the stepper motor mount first, and I need to use the scorched holes to mount it. Onto the linear bearings, and the easiest way to do it is to first put in the bolt, look underneath, and just slightly bolt on the nut and the washer. Don't know if you can see this properly, so it can slide into the slot there. Do the same for the other side. So, scorched hole, put on the washer, put on the bolts, and just slightly turn it, because they're actually too short, these ones. And then I put it on there, and yeah, now the trick is to align the bolt, well, the nut to the hole. Because it'll only go in one way, and as I said, it's actually too short. To be practical, but yeah, you know, prototypes. Ooh. There we go, that's one. And needs some convincing. Yep, voila. That's two. So I'll just slightly tighten it. There we go. And the same for the other side. So again, scorched hole, put a bolt through it, little washer, it's the nuts, bolts, washer, nuts, and then try to get it aligned. It's easier when you can actually see it, but there we go. Up, yes. And the other one. Right, and I lost it. Tenth number two. There we go, first time, second time. And tighten it a little, there we go. Perfect. So, first I'll hook up belts, just like this. If I can find it, there we go. There's not much more to it. Yeah. Check the way the belt runs and you can still adjust. Well, you can adjust the position of the motor and the idler to make sure it runs smoothly, but I think this is smooth enough for... Yeah, smooth enough for a display. Now we need all the other ones here. We need 4 of these. So they're okay, it's not getting in focus. These will be the horizontal guides. They're basically just a big washer on top, small washer, bearing, small washer, locking ring and a nut. And then we have nuts, 2 larger washers, a locking ring and another nut just to hold it in place on the frame. And I'd suggest you try a setup and see if it works for you. Some boards might be more flexible than others, and there'd be a better position. Just try to keep your horizontal and vertical guides close to each other. So one there, this one across from it. The other 2 I'll put away at the end. Should probably tighten these more. And the last one. All over here. Alright, you can tighten them down. Of course, the first time you do this, you're gonna have to take note of the different heights and make sure they line up properly. Okay, now it's time for the long ones. They're basically the same, just nuts, small washer bearing, small washer nut, and then nuts and 2 large washers and another nut. Same on the other end. And I'd suggest you just connect that on one end, just all the way to the end, and you make the other side variable so you can set it up for different sized boards. Just have to take off a washer. Maybe slide this one at the end. Yep. There we go. Washer goes on. And at the other end, slightly. I'm not going to tighten this because I still need to put on everything else. Oh, actually, it's better if I mount the stepper motor first, because it's going to be difficult to reach otherwise. So just take the stepper motor, push it through, and my test subjects have just arrived, so I'm going to have to leave you for a second. Okay, so it's better to mount the stepper motor first, just to get it out of the way. And then we can mount these long threaded rods. It's quite heavy work. So again, one side you can tighten completely, and we'll just leave it forever, and the other side you're gonna use to set it up for different thicknesses or widths of board. Just make sure you get your washers in the proper place before you completely close it, because they can get stuck. There we go. And now we're ready to to mount the top vertical supports, the ones with the wing nuts. So they're basically the same again, no large washer, small washer, the bearing, another small washer, a nut, and then a nut, 2 large washers to hold it onto the frame. And on this one a wing nut, so we can easily adjust them while we're mounting the board, or just mount them all the way up for now. All the way around. Long. And then we can thread in our belt. I've prepared this one with a mounting block on one end. I'll show you a picture of that, and somewhere along the way another one. Take off the camera to show you how to thread it round. I'd rather not have too many sources to worry about. So
yeah, because then you need to get the colors right.
Put them under the threaded rods, over the idlers, around, yep, around the stepper motor, and under the threaded rod. There we go. Now we're ready to make our board.